hit the go button.
All right, I
hit
hit
the.
the
who talks first? Who does the?
I don't know.
It's this right now.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Welcome to the Big Boys podcast. This is our first episode, introductory, season 0, episode 0.
Yeah.
I think we should go
This
around.
could be deleted at any time.
Go
Part of
around the
process.
table and introduce ourselves.
Okay. I'm Will.
I'm David.
I'm Alec. Glad we got that out of the way.
Wow, that was even confusing me.
Easy.
You know what? I have a couple questions for you, David.
Whoa.
Or Alec.
Whoa.
Okay, what?
I thought this was intros, not the podcast.
I thought this was going. I thought this was a hot take. I thought this was...
I thought we were going to spend 30 minutes on the intro.
I thought this was dress rehearsal.
Why would we sit around here for
This
3
is
hours?
Big Boy
Should we really
podcast.
start with, I've got a question for you. I've got another question for you.
Just 3, 2, 1, go. I got a question for
I
you.
got a big old fat question for you, David. How many dicks you sucked in your lifetime?
None.
None.
Zero?
Absolutely zero.
I have
You haven't even tried to lick your own?
I can't.
You're going off script, David. we
rehearsed this. Will sucked 5 penises. I've sucked 3, and you're at 12.
12.
Come on.
Wow.
One
That's
dick for every year I've been alive.
I guess you're not wrong. That's like when you... I guess that makes you 8. When you were 8 years old, that's when you fully came alive.
Yeah, it's like the 12 days of Christmas. No, it's the 12 days of dick.
12 days of dick.
Okay. Quiet on the set. Okay, how about somebody else do the intro? Because I said it last time. Let's see your takes on the intro. Just your voice. Just a little welcome.
David?
William?
Hey! Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to the Big Boys podcast. I'm Will.
You paused too much.
And this is when we just go... When somebody says something funny, we just snap.
I'm laughing. Wow, that was really funny.
Good joke, man. Good joke.
I have a high enough IQ to understand.
We imitate an audience by that.
We should just have a laugh track. We should
Yeah,
just
or we
have
should-
an audience.
Let's
Or we
rent
just-
a studio in Hollywood and get an audience of 300 people to listen to us talk about dicks.
Wow.
So that
Odds
when we-
are some of them will have
So
dicks.
when we just say whenever you're offensive, just snap. And they'll be snapping for 3 hours.
Wow, they won't stop.
I wonder how that's gonna sound on the playback.
Probably weird. I have a couple questions for you, David.
Wait, but David hasn't done his intro yet.
Oh my god. Yes, David, this is tryouts.
Tryouts.
Oh.
Hey everybody!
I'm this fucking David here because of the Big Boys podcast.
My name's David. Alright, quiet on the set.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Big Boys Podcast, Episode 1, Season 1. We're glad to have you with us. My name is David. Across from me is...
Oh, Will. Yeah.
And to his left is...
Alec. Man, what an intro.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Wow, that was probably the best one out of all 3 of us.
Consider myself hard
Wow.
in the penis area. Knock knock, who's there?
I got some questions for you.
Bazow. You know what? I have some questions for you, David. You know what? What? Let me read my script. What is your earliest memory or gaming experience? That's it.
You want to retry that?
memory. My gaming experience was pretty good so
We'll cut
far.
that out. We'll cut that out. That's cut out material.
Whoa, wow. What is your earliest memory of gaming experience? It's like fucking ruined. It's not
Earliest memory of gaming
not
experience.
grammatically correct at
Story or something. Let me think back.
It's up to your interpretation. Gaming experience of or earliest memory. Story.
Or something.
You know? When's the first time you plopped down with your dad?
Or your
You
mom.
know,
We're not a sexist podcast yet.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it forward.
Earliest memory. I barely remember it.
Okay.
We must have rented like a PS1 from Blockbuster.
Wow.
And there was like a Rugrats game on it that we would play. That's all I remember.
And with dill pickles, you know.
Describe the Rugrats.
It had to have
game.
been like, I don't know, 2000. What year was the PS1?
There was a Rugrats game on the PS1, and I had it.
I think I had this game as
I
well.
think it's like a scavenger hunt type game.
I remember different countries that your baby would walk through.
I
Like,
don't remember
no,
that at
no.
all. No, not at all.
This is...
It had mini games and
I
stuff.
guess we have laptops in front of us. Why don't we research?
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
I
Yeah.
definitely had a Rugrats
Watch
game.
the show a lot.
A lot of it was mini games, correct?
Again.
It might have been.
I told you everything that I remember. In the fact that I
Yeah,
had
and it
the
was a
game.
shit
The
story.
fact that we played
I
it.
had a game. I didn't know Blockbuster must have been ahead
It
of
might have
its
been
time.
called Rugrats: The Search for Reptar.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that
Released
that rings a bell.
1998.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow. I was 1
But
year
I
old.
also remember the mini games, like
Yeah.
whatever that bitch's name was, Angelica, and her little
Yeah,
doll.
yeah.
Her doll would get like lost somewhere in the sewers, and you had to like go find him.
Okay, you lost me.
Dude, I don't know. All right, let's grab ourselves Dolphin or whatever emulator there is for the PS1. Let's fire it up right now.
Let's get a Blockbuster emulator. I walk into the store. PS1 is
Emulator.
empty. I swipe my card, or the cashier swipes.
We could probably get a PS1 from that Game Exchange place,
I feel like they'd be expensive.
and then order Rugrats online.
Are they considered like vintage consoles now? Like
I mean, probably,
collectibles?
But
I mean, you can go pick one up for like $40, I think. There.
PS2s would probably be more expensive than
I
PS1s.
think so. But PS2 was like so much longer in like
Yeah, so there'd be more games and stuff to play on it.
yeah.
So it'd be more.
But I don't know. I feel like there'd be less PS1s, which would make it more valuable.
Dude, not everything is.
Oh
plain today.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't
David,
remember that at all.
for our audio listeners, for everybody, for
our listeners.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah.
not familiar at all.
This is
looks
it.
really
Yeah.
all right.
Wow, the PS1.
It just shows Tommy Pickles, right? That's the kid.
Pickles,
Yeah.
Yeah, just walking around in a playpen.
Then he has to get his AK-47.
Oh.
And he's then pushed into Vietnam, and you gotta aim down sights to shoot the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a covering system. You know, you press the right stick. There's cover. You know.
Well, I
You
love
have to
how
kill
you're
the Viet Cong.
I don't think cover had been invented in video games
Yeah.
at this point.
innovative for its time.
Anyway, Blockbuster must have been really ahead of its time for you to rent consoles. I never.
Yeah, you
I
could
can't
rent
even
consoles.
do that now.
Just because Blockbuster isn't that thing.
Yeah, Blockbuster fucking
You
kicked the
gotta,
bucket.
you gotta hit up fucking GameFly.
Game.
Do they do
rent
consoles?
I don't know.
I think they
I
just
don't.
do games.
Nobody in
That's
their
the
right
thing.
mind would lend like a fucking Xbox One or a Switch to anybody.
Well, you're
because of the
right.
liability.
Step one, sell it. Step
'Cause, like-
two, not play it.
How much did PS1s cost back in the day?
I think they were like $200.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Yeah,
They were
but
expensive.
yeah, I guess $200 back then might equate to a little bit more, but I don't think it
$800.
measures up to the $600 the Xbox One X costs or
500. Well, no, it doesn't measure up to the $600 the PS3 cost when it came out.
That was $600.
Those 600 nuggy points, dude.
Damn.
Well, I know
You're
they
kidding.
announced it at 600.
I thought it was 500. Because I remember it being an
And
exorbitant
then
amount.
the PS4 and the Xbox One X or Xbox One were 400, I thought, or 450. Because I thought their whole thing was
the 60 gig PS3 cost 600. The 20 gig cost 500.
60 gigs. That's
60
nothing.
gigs. That's
60
Now it comes
gigs,
with
yeah. That's not even.
But that's back.
Shadow of
That's
Mordor.
one game.
Shadow of Mordor was like 90 gigs.
Yeah, holy crap. Have we come a long way?
We really have.
I think thank you for asking that question. My earliest
Thanks for reciprocating the question.
I'm just going to go ahead and segue it over to me. My earliest gaming experience or story or something was at my grandma's
Okay, go on.
house. It always starts at the grandma's house.
Mine didn't start at Grandma's house.
Okay.
It started in my
Okay,
house.
we'll check the facts later.
Any event in history can be traced back to a grandma's house.
My
The
grandma did give
Holocaust.
birth to
Yes.
my parents, who then gave birth to me, and then I played games.
Yeah.
So.
And you're now about to tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Anyway, grandma's house.
Well, go on.
I was with my adopted uncle. He's like 5 years older than me, maybe 3, 4, a number under than 10. We played Sonic DX and Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast.
Wow.
And wow, were we mopping that game up because it was so cool. Because you can just go so fast, and it was like, wow.
Innovative for its time.
Like,
some
I would be
say.
playing, and I would just cry. 'cause
You'd
it was
cry.
so beautiful. And then the reason why we were at my grandma's house so often because we got a big family. We go there every month for birthdays. Person was a birthday that month. We celebrate it for like one weekend or whatever. And so we're all singing happy birthday to somebody. And my little cousin Josh, he was like 4 at the time. We look over and he's like, I don't know, 20 feet away in the game room. And he's just slamming the Dreamcast lid up and down. You'd open it, slam it. Open it, slam it. Like a fucking little mini game from fucking the Rugrats game.
Yeah.
Oh. And then we walk out there, we reprimand him. You know,
Reprimand him. You're like 8 years old.
Tie him up in handcuffs and shake him around a little
We
bit.
give him a good old schoolyard wedgie. You know, we send him on his way. And then it's broken. So, one of my earliest gaming memories that I can remember is him fucking breaking the Dreamcast.
Your family must have been legendary to have a Dreamcast back in the day.
I doubt it.
Well, it's mostly my adopted uncle. He's, like, been into games and, like, all the nerdy stuff since.
So you're just living in his shadow?
What he does for a living now is buy and sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's, like, his living. And he makes, like, $2,000 or $3,000 a month.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I guess
It's a big industry.
It's about minimum wage.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't, like, live anywhere else other than
Just
at
like-
my grandma's house.
Sells like the 5 parts of Exodia or something like that for like $40 to some Cheeto finger kid.
Pretty much.
Maybe your brother should look into that, Alec.
Ooh.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ouch. Your brother's
Shit! Shout out to my brother, who nobody knows about because this.
Nope.
I feel like we shouldn't bring in family members until later episodes. when
I'd
people
like to
actually-
welcome my mom to the podcast. Mom, what's your earliest pee-pee story?
I guess since we're talking about moms, you can transition into our development of the intro that
What?
the people definitely saw.
Oh,
The day that we spent filming at your house with your brother.
Yeah, she gave me a quick lecture on don't put important things on the internet because it can impact my future job standings.
Which I can agree with
I
that.
was like,
It does make sense.
Okay, but the odds that this right here will get in front of my future employer as he's interviewing me, he pulls it up and watches it, so astronomically low that it's amazing.
This is our reverse psychology for the people actually watching this to like spread the word.
We should just...
Like I'm gonna fucking find Wilson Fuller. I'm gonna shit on him so bad.
I'm gonna email him with a hard copy of it on floppy. Because old people, they use old stuff.
Yeah, I
we
think
should have used different names for ourselves on the cover.
We've done that before.
Yeah.
You know, Doobie and Fitz.
I'm
Surprise! I'm taking off the mask.
we're fucking
But
14
I
minutes
haven't.
in, and we already do a shameless plug for our shitty YouTube channel.
Dude, that thing is...
It's
Died
dead
and
under the
buried.
water, and this is why we're doing this.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
dead and buried. That took too much effort for how much little it gave us. And now I heard YouTube is getting rid of partnerships for smaller YouTube channels.
I heard about that.
Which is bullshit.
Smaller YouTube channels doesn't bring them money.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, it
that's
does. I
you
mean-
gotta start somewhere, and the little money that you receive from a small YouTube channel that you put back into your channel really increases your
Quality.
the quality.
Yeah.
Because we had a video go viral, which somebody recently commented on it. Henri is a girl, and I wanted to fucking kill him. And I kind of just lost my train of thought.
Something about viral
Fuck.
video.
Sorry. Oh, earnings from YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah.
And when we had that video go viral a little bit, we made a couple $100s, and we were able to invest in a capture card, which made our gameplay millions and millions of times better. So
quotes.
now
Yeah.
that
Millions.
Yeah.
now that YouTube is deciding to require at least 1,000 subscribers, which is more than most partners like Curse requires minimum 100, and that's I consume like that. They're a pretty good network, and I think it was like something like 4,000 hours watched.
Yeah, it's like
4,000
4,000
hours watched. Oh, of your video watched?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
which is
I
like
think it was like per month or per year.
4,000 is a lot.
I don't think it's a month because that's like
You know what? We have computers.
it's a couple thousand views that a small channel needs to get to even start earning money on YouTube.
Huh.
Whereas we earned like 5 or 10 cents off of some of our first ones that were clickbaity as shit.
Clickbait didn't really work too well before it did.
Well, your
other
viral
than-
video was clickbait.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, it wasn't Click. Channels will need 4,000 hours of annual viewing time and over 1,000 subscribers.
Annual.
per year
So annual, yeah. The past
Which
12 months.
is a lot. Well, that's what
So-
annual means.
It's just. Thank you. You know, I had the dictionary open in my other tab. I couldn't get to it fast enough. So that means you have to wait until you either have 4,000 hours or like. That's so much.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say
4,000
let's say you have a 10-minute video that you put out every week. How many hours did it get to even get to like 4,000 hours?
So,
like,
assuming everybody watches the entire video,
Yeah.
six views would be 1 hour. And you need 4,000 of that. So you need 24,000 views on one video that's 10 minutes long. Average viewer retention on our videos, at least, was like anywhere between 13 to 20%,
yeah,
which is like 1 to 2 minutes on average. So you're looking at,
a lot.
a lot of views to even start earning money. Because what I'm sure the small YouTuber doesn't make nearly as much money. Like the collective small YouTubers don't make nearly as much money as the big ones.
There's one big one.
Yeah, but it's still money from YouTube. But now they're just like turning off the switch. Like, oh, now we make all of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's BS, I guess. It's just shutting down people. That's why Twitch is going up, YouTube going down.
Well, Twitch is kind of on the decline with the whole titty streamers.
Is that a decline?
You know, I'd call that rocket fuel in the
I guess their original view of their platform being streaming
For
games
gaming.
has
Yeah.
gone down.
But then they created an IRL category.
Oh, did
There
they
was-
do that? Because people like tits.
Not
Sex
every IRL
sells.
streamer is a girl.
Touche.
But
How many are there? You can go to the Twitch IRL
you go to
page
the
right now
You can see it
and see it.
thousands of titty streamers. But there was actually recently in the news. Well, I say in the news, in the
news.
gaming community,
That's news.
of people. There was of how like subjective Twitch is in terms of their ruling. It's like all the titty streamers are blatantly like violating Twitch's rules for like subscribers
Yeah.
and donators, that you can't like show off your body to get views because
And
that
donations.
what differentiates you between that and the cam studio. But yet here's all these titty streamers bringing in thousands and thousands of dollars to Twitch, and they're just kind of throwing it under the table. But there was some dude who got harassed by some streamer in Thailand for like not doing anything wrong, but like he was kind of framed, and then Twitch banned his account. Don't really know his name or the details, but I remember reading that a couple days ago. So
I don't know the facts nor anything about it. I'm on the Twitch IRL page now.
mm-hmm.
See anything good?
I'll count for 20. There's like 3 per 20.
So 15%.
But I really don't. I never even
3 per
honestly. I never even go on the IRL section because it's just like a whole bunch of language I don't understand from other countries. Obviously, I'm
Well-
just like, who are I don't
Well,
care.
if you're a typical person like us,
Squat for
Horny.
5 subs.
as a preliminary,
I'm not horny.
would you go to would you care what the language of the stream is if you're watching a titty streamer for the purpose of looking at her
For
boobs
the
and
30
her ass?
seconds that I'd be looking at it.
Yeah,
I would just look at it to.
I mean,
get
you
my rub
donate
off,
you
and
donate
I-
your $5 to see her squat 20 times. It doesn't matter if she's speaking Russian while she's doing it.
I guess not. It also seems that I don't know, an Asian streamer of some fashion is like streaming and watching some old Disney cartoon. Isn't that proprietary? Can you?
Yeah.
Can you,
Well,
can
I mean,
you do
I guess
that?
technically you can show anything on Twitch, I think. Because there's
I don't know
always
about
on
that.
channels that show Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and all these other
No,
different
I think
channels.
that's the people who own Yu-Gi-Oh! and
Oh, you think
Pokemon.
so?
Yeah.
But in terms of like copyrighted music, you can play whatever you want on your Twitch
Well,
channel.
that's just
live.
a GIF that he's playing
It just has to be neat.
Of what?
of
Whatever.
girls from a Disney
You know, you
movie.
scroll down a
Probably
little
like
bit, and there's a
movies
lot
too.
more. The ratio doubles.
I mean, the quality of titty streamers goes down drastically. You know, not all of them are good.
What defines a good one?
I don't know. I really thought about that as I said it.
Is it big boobs and talking? Because that's all that they do.
You know, I don't really care about what they have to say.
Extensive research in the field.
I mean, really, getting like viewing stuff like this is so easy now. You know, 3 button presses and I'm like there. Back in my day, it was like a
What does that mean?
That
Back
brings
in my
me-
day, there were no titty streamers because Twitch didn't exist.
Oh wow. Wow.
We also call them cam girls back
The
in the
dark
day.
ages.
We still call them cam
When
girls.
did cam girling start? Is that in the
Probably
profession?
since webcams became a
Can you
thing.
put that on a tax form that I do cam girl things?
Yeah.
Or it's like internet entertainment with my body halfway out.
Yeah. How do tax
Yeah.
work
You have to report your
with
income. You're self-employed, so it's all Schedule C income for all you aspiring cam people.
Ooh.
You do have to pay taxes.
I imagine. Like everybody does. And I looked up when did cam girling start, but then I have an article how to become a cam girl. Listen
Ooh,
up,
even
everybody.
better.
The article has the little caret 3 to make a heart. That's good.
Jeez.
That's good stuff. Your camera equipment's got to be top notch.
Of course, it's got to be 4K 60 FPS.
You got to go to a really good site. You got to be pretty.
Is that one of the?
It's just a picture of a beautiful woman.
What's
I
the
imagine
most
that goes
popular cam girl site?
I don't know actually.
Like if
don't
I
know.
were to
Just
become
type in
one,
cam girl on Google.
where would I go?
And the top one's most likely it. Choosing a cam girl model name. Ooh. What would your
It's
cam
got to be
girl
something
model-
flowery.
You think
Something
so?
related to
Daisy Star.
Just
some
like
sort of
that.
fruit or flower.
What would yours be?
I don't know. I'd have to think about
You
it.
know what? Let's all make one for each other. That's a fun thing to do,
For
right?
each other,
Especially
not for
live on a
ourselves.
podcast where we would have to think and not say anything.
You'd be just like Daffodil.
Nah, really, that's too close to David. That's really why you thought of that.
Daffodil
Yeah.
Blaze.
Daffodil.
Daffodil Blaze.
How about just David?
I would not.
I
click
would
on
not
you.
click on channel name David, especially if it's a hot, attractive
Especially
woman.
since, yeah, it's a dude, not a girl.
And Alec, I think, would be. The first step is imagining you as a girl. Difficult.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a sister.
Would I be attractive? I don't think I would.
No.
You know what? You probably.
You do
wouldn't
anything to
be
me, I'm
attracted?
still not attractive.
I mean, basically, just imagine his mom, but young.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, don't
Imagine-
fucking
that's what
no.
that would look like.
Please, no.
Oh,
Please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can imagine a young version of your mom. That's not bad to
I
imagine.
really don't like to do that.
You've seen pictures.
Okay,
of her,
well, like,
probably.
it's... Yeah, I can imagine a young version
That's
of my
what
mom,
you'd
and
look
it's
like.
fine. But if it's for the purpose of finding out a porn star name for a cam girl site, it's a little bit on silver lining.
Potatoes, dude. He's fucking Daffodil
I thought
Blaze.
that was your next question. Potatoes or potatoes?
No, that's his name. That's his cam girl name.
I am potatoes or
He's
potatoes.
a big, beautiful woman.
I'm a big, beautiful potato girl.
One tit's called potato, the other one's called potato.
I show off my
Spuds.
spuds.
That's something else.
Size D spuds.
It is okay. One thing we didn't account for when doing this is it is getting quite toasty in here from all of our body heat.
You are wearing a jacket, dumbass.
And a
Yeah.
blanket.
A dumbass. Feel free to take those off. You know we're all guys here. Get naked for all I care.
Don't get naked, please.
You know what? I went to.
We're all guys here. It doesn't mean I want to see you naked.
Tell that to. Goddamn.
Who?
Okay. So I went on a family reunion, and it's in
Incest.
Colorado. No.
Okay.
Settle down. All right.
I got excited.
Part. Okay. We went to Colorado, and there's a big YMCA there, and it's not just like a building. It's not just like 3 buildings. It's like 40 buildings. There's like hotels you can or like cabins you can stay in the YMCA. It's massive. It's beautiful. I recommend you go. Anyway, we went to the locker room part because we were going to go swim in the indoor pool at the YMCA. Naked old dudes,
In the locker
Just-
room.
they're
They-
just chilling out.
They don't care anymore.
And my dad's logic was, we're all guys. It doesn't matter. I was like,
And you got scarred
they're
for
like
life.
little kids walking around, and these old dudes are like just walking
Waving,
around with their dicks out.
you know, waving it around.
Yeah.
Did you sport? Did you pull out your dick and was like, "Hey, old guys,
Probably
I got
not.
one
He
too."
probably
I,
didn't.
I did not do that.
Did your little pecker just kind of soup inside?
Oh, okay.
Okay, turtle shell. I think there
He
was
probably
one,
just hid behind his towel.
there was one spot where you can like get into a shower and like close the things. The
Yeah,
curtain.
and you did that.
I do it in there like a civilized human being.
Yeah.
Other than these old fucks, these absolute animals just flashing their fucking gross ass and
You
balls
think they're
everywhere.
animals for being
Pedophiles.
naked in a
Have some decency. They're
Yeah.
children.
They
in
don't
there.
care.
They're
Well,
children
exactly.
10
When
feet
you're
away.
85 and about to die of heart disease, you're not going to care about some kid looking at your veiny
Fucking
dick.
Jimmy's poking my balls from the backside. Daddy, what are those? I don't know. I just fucking gross me out. And I'm like, have some common decency. There are kids here. You know, you hear about all the news. The child pedos are all over the place. Old people
All
are
over
touching
Hollywood.
younger people.
All
That's-
over it.
That's basically the gist. It's like at the YMCA too, a Christian place. Oh, let's get that. Ball
Isn't
rolling.
that word?
Is religion a bad thing?
What does YMCA
David?
stand for?
Youth Ministry Church Evangelist.
Evangelist.
No, it's evangelist. Like you avenge Jesus for dying for your sins. You avenge him through showing your penis to little kids.
It's not
Okay.
an association?
I don't know. You know, I know like 4 A words: apples, apricots, evangelists, apricots again. Okay.
3. Solid 3.
Okay, I guess we can go back to David. Do you think religion is bad?
No.
Religion, is it bad?
I already answered
There you have it, folks.
Wow,
Religion
okay,
is not
great.
bad, according to David Kelpie. Okay, if you have a kid, picture your little daughter. Her name is Samantha.
Little
Whatever.
daughter.
She's
I wouldn't
cute.
name my daughter
She's
Samantha.
the cutest thing in the world. Do you bring her to church?
Ugly, yeah.
Do you enlist her in a Bible school?
enlist her?
Okay.
Why?
Why not? What else are you going to do? Stay at home by yourself?
Well, I mean,
Alec here is the perfect example of he never went to church one time. Look how great he turned out.
That's motive enough to take a child to church.
You know what? Church is a great thing to learn basic morals and principles and have a great time and socialize with other people. But I believe Christianity, at least, is a business.
I would agree to that.
Why do you think that?
Because they
Because you
make-
have people like Joel Osteen out there.
That's part of the equation, yeah. There's just so much money that comes in the church.
Isn't
And how much do
Donations,
they
because that's how the
do?
church makes money. That's how
Yeah.
they pay for their buildings,
Well,
their employees.
doesn't every
Their mission
pastor have
trips.
like an average of a 6-figure salary just for fucking standing upside and talking about
No,
Jesus?
because some churches are really small.
It depends
Okay.
on the size of the church, obviously.
Now, every Catholic priest, no matter where he is, no matter what place
I know
he's
nothing
in,
about Catholicism.
takes. I know very little, you know. Everything I'm spouting out may or may not be true. So take it with a grain of salt. Every Catholic priest, I think, no matter the church size, no matter the population of their church, gets a fixed income from
From the Vatican.
somewhere else. Yeah.
Probably.
From where they're
So
taking
almost all of their
If this is true.
money goes back into the church in some.
Well, isn't it taught by Catholicism that you like give 15% of your wealth to the church?
No,
always.
it's a tithe, and it's 10%.
Yeah,
'Cause tithe means
it's
10.
considered like healthy or like to be one with your faith if you give upwards of 10% to the church.
That's a business.
Just hand them cash.
Because
That's-
else the
that's-
church ceases to exist because they can't support themselves.
Can't they support themselves through donations?
That's
Yeah,
that is donation.
you give 10% like of your income per month.
But donations should have no incentive behind them.
What do you
Like
mean?
giving 10% of your wealth, you're considered. If you don't do that, you're considered unfaithful.
It's the parable: give to Caesar what is Caesar, gives to God what is God's.
Like donations shouldn't have. They're just
Wow.
for like your good benefit. They're not for like. There's no consequence to donations. That's why I don't think giving
No
10%.
consequence.
Yeah. Like if I don't give 10% of my income, I'm not faithful. That's not a donation. That's like a requirement by the church.
that
Well, it's
is
not a requirement. You
yeah,
don't
it's not
have
a
to.
requirement, but
You
I
can go to
think
church
as
and
the
just
church,
be there.
As the church
not
society,
gonna
I
turn
think
you
they
away.
look down upon those people that don't donate.
Uh,
But there's other ways to give your time and your effort to
Through
the
community
church.
service and stuff like that.
volunteering at the church.
But going back to Bible school,
They
I
have
would not.
after school programs.
I would not enlist any of my children in Bible school
Because
because I don't know. Like I kind of agree with your point that like you can raise little Samantha with good morals and values and get her socialized within a community, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just do that without them shoving the whole God is good, God is great, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus thing down their throat. And I think
Okay.
brainwashing kids and telling them that that's the way the world works from a very young age to where that's all they believe, to which they pass it on to their future children and the cycle repeats itself, is not the correct way to do it. If they're fucking 15 years old, they'd have, their own mind and their own way that they think the world works. Yeah, that's great if they want to go to church and figure it out and learn for themselves. But I think at such a young age, if you ingrain it in them, that's all they're going to believe for the rest of their lives, for the most part. And I don't. I see that more as brainwashing them and less as, teaching them good morals. Because as a good parent, you can teach your kid good morals.
So I was brainwashed as a child?
I'm not saying you in particular.
Clearly.
But
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like anti-Christianity stuff out there. That's like, you see like the crazy pastor. Now these aren't Catholic churches; these are other denominations where you have the crazy pastor like running around hitting people on the forehead, and they like they go on
crazy
I've
stuff.
seen that.
Yeah, and it's like they'll have ones where
That's
children
so
are all
stupid.
in a circle. And it's like the pastor starts screaming and yelling crazy stuff, and the kids just start crying, probably out of fear.
It's probably like, this man's yelling at me.
Or that one.
That's kind of absolutely crazy.
Bible camp study or whatever, youth group thing that's in Texas that they sent him to, and it's like super hyper crazy. There was a documentary on Netflix about it. You know what I'm talking about?
I think we watched the opening to it or something.
Yeah.
Where the
kids are just like forced to
Oh, yeah.
do all this
That was
weird,
almost-
wacky
that
shit.
was definitely brainwashing.
So I don't deny that there's, special cases, like I guess for you, where you don't feel brainwashed by the church. But
Okay.
and you can't judge a group by their extremists. But I feel like the general consensus of Bible study is to not only teach your kids good morals, but also tell them the story of the Bible and that that's how the world works.
There's a church near where I live. It's got a college around it.
Ooh.
And it's got this very, very nice performing arts center. It's basically a cult.
Oh, that is not where I thought the story was going.
That's an example of bad.
What separates a cult from religion?
Because my grandma went to see a play there. And I looked it up. So I was like, oh yeah, that's that college down the street. It's like 4 miles away. Maybe 5. And
Okay.
there's news articles about how they like force their congregation to donate money for that performing arts center that costs like $100 million or something like that. Crazy.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely instances where the church is.
I could have been enrolled in college there.
Ooh, wow.
That's
you
even
could've-
crazier.
Oh my god.
I would have inches away. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Christianity, I think now, it's less about. There are people that follow every idea and that follow everything the right way. Per se.
Homosexuality
There's
is
plenty of
sin.
hypocrites. I think that's what drove me away from the church. A lot of. It's just a good way to money launder.
Money
Churches
laundering.
don't pay taxes.
No, they're tax exempt.
Exactly. Why they accept money. Why don't they pay taxes?
Well, they're a corporation.
It seems like it. It's pretty big. It's an international
Pretty big.
corporation.
Accepting the fact that church is business, that would make them a corporation.
Ooh,
Church
it's
LLC.
business,
Mm-hmm.
But like, how, I don't know. Even if they were to implement a sort of taxing system to churches, it would definitely fuck over small churches, and like
though. It would.
it'd be the same as today, where the 1% don't pay their taxes, and here we are,
Wow.
the working class Americans,
Yeah,
trying to
working
start
class.
a podcast and make a living.
We have no future besides this.
A living.
Should we start a fucking Patreon?
Oh, that's the bottom.
You think that's the bottom of the
That's
bottom?
as bottom as you can get. Is
Really?
begging
As
people
in-
to just give you money for
Yeah.
no reason.
There's some people.
There's reasons for Patreon.
Yeah.
Like, people give money on Patreon specifically to like get extra stuff.
Yeah, but
I would say like a
It's not worth
fundraiser for like Billy, who's in the hospital, needs a brain surgery, and her mom can't afford it.
I'd be like GoFundMe.
Well, yeah, isn't that what like Patreon is though? It's like a version of GoFundMe.
No, Patreon is like a subscription thing where you pay per month.
Yeah.
GoFundMe is just like, I can want to give him $5, I'll give him $5.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess. I don't know. I've never been on the site. But I
I've never
believe
been.
David and his insurmountable amount of wisdom.
And then there's apparently like Venmo, which is like an online wallet where people can give you money. In terms of like, it's just like PayPal,
Like, please give me money.
but it's like Venmo me money.
I mean, that's what
donate
Twitch
me
streamers
money.
do. They just play video games and expect people to give them money
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
well,
playing video games.
Like, how did that
It's
culture
like-
develop?
I like watching you play video games. Here's a $15 monthly subscription, tier 3.
Well, I'm sure the money at first is like, here, help me buy games with your money.
Mhm.
Help me like get a better
Yeah,
computer.
and then it's like, they're rich.
yeah,
they
and then
make tons
have-
of money.
Yeah, and they're like, help me pay my electrical bill with your money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send me to
that's
AGDQ with your money.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I feel like when does that happen from the transition to being small time to like paying your bills off people's money?
I don't know.
Like that has to be you wake up Do you think that's like you wake up one day and you're like, I'm doing this now?
I mean, you are
forever?
capable of just using your streaming money and just putting it in your stream.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I know.
Of course, if you get so popular, then you'd have more money than you know what to do with.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of streamers had jobs like while they're doing streaming until their streaming business gave them enough money to financially support themselves.
Yeah.
So they get all the suckers subscribing to them.
Suckers.
I won a free sub in December from a giveaway.
Nice.
You won a free sub? Wow.
Yeah, from some dude for a month. It's expiring like in 6 days.
Uh-oh. Who are you going to subscribe to?
Huh?
There's this little time channel. It's called Doobie Fits.
2 shameless plugs.
They haven't streamed in quite a long time.
Months, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But now we're doing this now.
Moving on to the next medium.
Yep, it's where the audience is.
Pretty soon we'll be writing books.
Oh, wow. That's a big jump.
I don't know.
I mean, we're already starting to write games. Iron Tower.
Oh my fucking god.
Starts from the beginning.
The
Okay.
scrapped MMORPG made by ya boys, the big boys.
It's...
We got
scrapped.
We
decently... We
got
got a vague idea.
5% through the design, I would say.
5%.
5%.
I
We
didn't get out
had
of bed.
we had the classes.
There's a lot of stuff we had left to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Only 5%. We had the main names of everything, and that was
That took
Much.
months.
We
even
sat
though
there
it was
for-
even though it was less than a week that we did Iron Tower.
Coming up with the names for shit took us like 2 hours every
It was
night.
like-
Just like...
We'd list off 20. We'd be like, no.
we'd be on
No.
fucking random name
No.
generators, just spamming them.
Parmathleon?
No.
About Shurgana Flynn? No. 3
But we
hours.
got the names.
Yeah.
We did get the
We
names.
did. I can pull up the
Where
Iron
is it?
Tower
The Iron-
OneNote.
I got the Iron Tower, whatever it's called.
So I guess for context, since we haven't really
Google Doc.
explained it, the Iron Tower was going to be an MMO that we were going to develop over
Because
the
of the
course
lack.
of decades.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
the lack of new MMOs that we liked to play.
We were gonna Twitch stream the production process.
I don't think that was it.
All the money was going to Iron Tower.
We were gonna start a Kickstarter. We were gonna start a.
We're gonna start a religion to fund our game. Iron Tower.
Should we release the concept art that we have?
It's a
Can you
fucking
call
dude.
it that?
Look at the fucking
It's
look at
just-
Gord,
it's
dude.
just
He
you
looks-
writing-
Look at this big worm.
That's bad.
It's a fucking napkin.
We don't
dude.
even know if Gorn's even in the game because we couldn't craft a story around it.
Pretty much, wasn't it like okay, Gorn? That's the main bad.
Yeah.
Big worm.
He is the
Thunder.
ultimate evil.
Yeah.
in
What do
the
we
universe.
call him? Gorn the.
The
I had it somewhere.
Vanquish.
Gorn the
Enslaved god, the glory of terror.
Oh,
Glory of
yeah.
There's
Terror.
something else I won't
That's
mention
what
on
it
the
was.
podcast.
Glory of Terror. I still think that's a good name. Anyway, big evil worm underneath the ground. He controls people
Yeah, more or less.
that are high up in the government. Right? The governments of each different sector of land.
No, now I'm not sure about what it even was in the first place.
Was Gorn a worm or was he just a big snake?
Or was he a normal sized snake? And everybody else is just really small.
Oh my gosh. I do not remember.
Oh, we changed it.
And
Remember,
your
we
notes are
We changed it all to like he controls the lost civilizations people
Oh.
because we
yeah.
scrapped everything. And
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah, but we
We
got
had
we got
them.
all the cool stuff like the races and the classes.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Races and the classes.
Yes. That's upwards of 90%
The map.
of the game.
We have a vague idea what the map looks like.
Mm-hmm. I've got all of that.
We have a vague idea
Good.
of how it fit into the trash can. 'Cause we threw it away. Wow. How many hours did we spend on Iron Tower? I think I told other people about Iron Tower. I was like,
You
hey,
did.
You did
we're
not.
making a game.
Well, you asked people if they could draw stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, I talked to Alex about that.
I remember it didn't.
I don't think
Iron
I-
Tower didn't last a week.
No, it lasted 6 days because we scrapped it on the way to one of our classes. We were like, you know what? Let's just fucking forget about this.
Because Alec can't seem to be able to code a game. So we had to just drop it.
The problem arises when a one-person development team tries to code a fucking massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
You think you've never seen a computer before?
He programs for a living, and what can he do?
Oh my god. Remember we were coding in
Unity, which is one of the worst games. I don't know why we chose Unity
Because it was free.
We should have just done Unreal Engine, which is also free.
We could restart.
Oh my god, it starts right now.
Oh jeez, yeah.
They have
Tower of Iron.
Revival of Iron Tower on this podcast.
Please don't make me sit there with you guys for 2 hours thinking of fucking Slither names. What were they called?
They were
Slither
called
snake
The race names, the snakes were the Vathjar.
That joke.
And their capital is Skalash.
Oh wow. You know, there's plenty of things in that game I remember from development, you know, as an indie
Development.
game studio
Yeah.
that I enjoyed.
We were an indie game studio.
This is how it starts in your fucking apartment. Spitballing shit.
I
ideas
have,
for hours.
I have a dream.
Some black person said that.
Yeah, I don't know.
MLK maybe?
Very recently he said it.
Oh, it was
We
his day
celebrated the
recently.
day that he said it.
Yeah.
And then he got assassinated.
We should put an MLK Jr. cameo in Iron Tower.
How are we going to do that?
Just some guy says he has a dream.
Okay. Where is he going? Let's start from
No,
the
it's just a
ground up.
random. It's just an NPC who's black.
Right.
NPC.
Are there black humans in Iron Tower, or are they all the same skin color?
Are they? It's African American. They moved to our landmass.
They're all African American.
Our first expansion is just the land of Africa.
They learned their origin story.
That'd be crazy.
Well, I don't know. The human capital's name was Summerdale.
Ah,
You like it? I hate that name.
Summerdale.
I remember I spitballed that, and you're like, "Fuck it, we'll do it."
Yeah, because it was
No,
like
oh.
hour 7 of our
Yeah,
development
White
process.
Ridge. That was a really good name.
That was the Human
Yeah.
Kingdom name. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the robot place's name? The
The-
steampunky sort of edgy
Clock Tower.
We just named it Clock Tower.
That's fucking
the Isocron.
Yeah, the
people.
Isocron. That was a good name.
Isocrons. Wow.
I like how we're just lamenting over something we created like a month ago on the podcast that nobody's gonna know what the fuck we're talking about.
Dude, there's going to be someone out there.
20 years from now, Iron Tower will be a thing.
Oh my god, wow.
Maybe, like, one person who watches this is part of some indie game company, and they want to hire us as senior game developers, and we drop out of
Well,
college
just game design.
tomorrow, and we pursue our passion.
Would we drop out?
Is
Would they
this
be
my
able to
passion?
secure?
Dude, if
such
somebody
a-
offered me a
such
starting
a secure job.
at game as a starting game design for like, I don't know, fucking $65K a year, where I had executive
I don't think
decisions.
an indie game company can pay you that much money
Well, say they can.
for
okay?
just sitting around. And,
I'm dreaming, okay?
Idiot.
I have a dream.
Yeah, I feel like the first year or 2 or 3 of a game development is just sinking money. There's no payout.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's why
yeah.
they start
There's no-
Kickstarters to
and, yeah,
fund their
Patreons.
lives while they're
Yeah.
trying to develop a game.
Yeah.
which may or may not actually get
Like
developed.
Ukulele got like
Oh, it got millions.
$2 million.
I
I
think I got like 5 million.
don't know. I can check
Crazy.
And then
on
another
their
game.
Kickstarter.
Wasn't that game like shit ass?
People didn't like it, but
Yeah, a lot of
probably
people
just because they didn't
it.
like the type of game it was.
Well, and there was also that big controversy where they scrapped JonTron out of his.
just for talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sad.
You know, everyone was like, I remember JonTron when he was funny, and I love him
Yeah.
so much.
People
Okay.
will be saying that about us.
So it was 2.09 million pounds, which is probably like 2.4, 2.3 million dollars.
Probably.
I don't know.
That's a lot of fucking money.
That's a heavy person.
And then A Hat in Time, which is pretty much the exact same
Wasn't it
game,
like 300,000?
came out and it was like 300,000.
Yeah.
And
people said it was
and
a
people,
lot.
it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam.
But it doesn't matter for the people who got $3 million because their wallet's pretty heavy
yeah.
by now.
I mean, every indie game company's got to start somewhere. Like, have you seen pictures of CD Projekt Red's like first E3 booth?
Yeah,
Where it
it's
was
just a
like-
computer.
yeah.
It's just one computer and one chair, and the developer sits there and talks to you as you.
But then again, The Witcher 1 was really bad.
Us.
It had terrible combat. It looked bad.
Yeah, The Witcher. There's a reason why The Witcher 1 is 99 cents on Steam.
You know what? I'm probably never gonna play it. But wow,
I'll
Witcher
never
3,
play it.
I could do that to my Witcher 3 because it's so beautiful,
Huh.
so great.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
I
mean, look at
77.
Notch, Marcus Persons, billionaire, and he created a game by himself.
Yep.
One person.
Didn't it take him? It was like 3 to 5 years of development for Minecraft or something like that.
Before he sold it to Microsoft.
Can you imagine spending 3 to 5 years on one project in addition to your life?
The thing is, it started paying off pretty early.
Big time.
It fucking exploded.
And it hit.
I'm sure Notch one day woke up and he was like, holy shit, I never have to work a day in my life.
Yeah. That's probably the day that he sold it to Microsoft for like $2 billion.
And wow, is Microsoft milking that cow.
On the project, on the Xbox One X E3, they showed 4K Minecraft.
What a joke.
With shaders, though.
Yeah, why would which you can't even put on the Windows 10 version or the Xbox One X version.
You can't put shaders on the Xbox. Why would they do that? Are you sure about that?
Well, the Windows 10 version, which is concurrent with the Xbox versions, you can't do that. Unless, I don't know, you might be able to pay for them, but I didn't see any option for that on the store.
Maybe it's Xbox One X exclusive thing.
But like all the texture packs and stuff they show, their screenshots
the Windows
have
10
shaders.
edition is bad.
Yeah,
It's not
agree.
Garbage.
Will over here, let me tell you, he loves Minecraft.
You know what? Minecraft, I would say, is a whole terrible game.
You played it so much. Winter Break 2016.
Because I was like, if your friends jump off a bridge, you might as well do it because it's cool. You might not like it when you hit the water.
Get nasty. That's what we made.
One of the worst gaming experiences in my life, when I was playing Minecraft,
Okay.
I was in a little swampy area. I was making my house overlooking the sunset or the sunrise or
I
whatever.
can picture it now.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It smells swampy.
My
My house
mud.
made completely of wood. It didn't look anything special. This was when I was like
Wood and dirt blocks.
14, 15. I don't know when the game came out. Wooden house. I wanted to add a lava feature. And I did map it out with stone and stuff.
Okay.
But just something crazy happened,
You
and the
just
lava touched the wood, and my whole house burned to the ground.
Well, you're stupid for wanting a lava feature in your wooden house.
And oh my god, was I so angry. I didn't touch the game for 2 years.
That experience alone probably is what makes Will hate Minecraft.
Yeah,
because every single time I ask you why it's bad, you explain that exact same scenario.
It was a nightmare.
It's getting old, Will.
It was.
You know what happened when David and I's house burned down? We built another one. We built it 10 times better.
Did it burn down?
I'm just saying, if that
Did you burn down my house?
Oh. I
grief me.
made multiple Minecraft worlds over many
Yeah.
years. All of which are lost.
Crash and burned, deleted
Yeah,
forever.
Wesley played Minecraft a lot. He'd do those online mods where it'd be like the Hunger Games,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never went that far.
I never did that. I watched videos of that. On the old YouTube.
on the old YouTube.
Alright, I feel like we should get off the Minecraft train. Let's stop jerking its dick and get on something else.
Minecraft's old news.
Yeah.
Is it old news?
For us, our generation, oh yeah. I don't think...
Our generation.
Well, you say that, and then your stepdad plays it at an unhealthy level.
Yeah, true. But he was introduced to it, and it's like a whole new experience for him. And I think any adult that's shown 3D Legos that you can do whatever you want, they're gonna enjoy it for a little bit, at least.
I guess.
A little bit, at least.
You're gonna make Evan feel bad about himself for liking Minecraft?
Well,
I'm not.
you're hurting his feelings already.
I
And this episode hasn't even aired yet.
I can claim that he plays it at an unhealthy level.
I used to
Because
play
he
it
plays
at
it
an
for like
unhealthy-
8 hours a day.
I used to play it at an unhealthy level.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Play WoW at an unhealthy level.
Oh, damn, did I play WoW?
See, we were too busy at church.
I was too busy
Back in the
worshiping
day,
the devil.
when you were playing that terrible game.
You consider World of
Back
Warcraft
in vanilla.
Oh,
a terrible game.
When we downloaded...
Vanilla gives me AIDS.
whatever it's called.
Elysium gives
Elysium.
you AIDS.
No.
That Elysium is WoW, though.
But
and
it
that
was
is AIDS.
Well, I
AIDS
guess it
incarnate.
was a true
AIDS.
vanilla experience because nothing fucking worked. But when it actually works, it's okay.
It's okay.
We did play it a lot.
If you could spend 2
I
months,
put a lot of
in-
hours in WoW.
if you
in
could
my
spend the
time.
2 months in vanilla, get yourself to max level. It's a
2
lot of
months.
fun.
When it takes like 50 hours to get to max in retail.
Not anymore. Now it takes a lot longer.
See, why would they do that?
That's what a lot of people are complaining
Why
about.
would
They're
they-
like,
And
classic
why-
servers are releasing this November. Stop making
Well-
current like classic.
Why does level scaling increase the amount of the time?
Well, I mean, like they didn't just do level scaling. They also increased the health of mobs by like 500%.
500%.
That's a terrible feature.
Oh my god.
And then they increased the experience requirements for each level.
We already wiped on dungeons
That's
with
the
our
worst.
heirlooms.
And so they've just had a bunch of bugs with it because they just did it a flat amount, tested it for like 3 days on the PTR, and then released it to live. So like there's videos on the subreddit of people like leveling in Draenor or whatever, and then some Hydra shoots a lightning bolt at them, they're on 100% health, insta-kills them. Because it's just not balanced. They just increased everything by a flat amount and then expected it to work.
Who was the fucking loser who said that was going to be a good idea?
It's a small indie company, okay?
Right.
We're talking about Blizzard Entertainment here.
They're taking the resources from WoW and plugging into Overwatch. Everything's Overwatch now.
What they're doing with Vanilla WoW is like what Bethesda does with Skyrim. They're just releasing it again. Hey, pay
Well,
for this.
okay, but Skyrim re-released 6 years after it.
And WoW
released.
Classic.
WoW Classic is 15 years old this year.
You know
That's
what?
that's over double.
I'm not even 15 years old. Jesus Christ.
You were in fucking kindergarten with that
What
game.
the fucking diapers, dude?
Kindergarten.
I guess we were in first grade when it released.
First grade, and you were sitting there playing, Mom, I want to play WoW. Or your mom was playing WoW, and then you said,
No.
I want to play it.
My dad got me hooked on WoW.
Oh.
Oh, wow. An addiction starts from inside your family.
Inside the family.
He played Warlock, right?
Yeah.
That was the time when
And
no
you
one
wanted
played
to be
Warlock
like-
'cause it's such a bitch.
You're Harley Man Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And his name was Harley Man, so I wanted to be just like him.
Fucking gay, dude. Wow.
That's sweet.
Is that your earliest gaming memory? Is World of Warcraft?
No. Well, I mean, my earliest gaming memory where I was like completely entranced in something and like, whoa, I could do this for the rest of my life. My first like video game experience would probably be just like playing Super Mario World with my dad, like when I was fucking 2 or 3 years old with Colin, my brother, because they'd just play and I just kind of watch. That was
That's
kind of
what-
how it worked.
that's what happens
Colin
with little
would always
brothers.
grab the controller, and my dad would have. We'd only have 2 controllers.
Wow.
Well, of course, most consoles back then only supported 2 players.
Yeah.
So it'd be my dad and my brother. I'd just sit there and watch.
That's
That's the plight of the smaller brother.
And now the older brother plays video games all day.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You know it. And
Well,
I
I
was
mean, that's
always,
what we do.
I was always better than my little brother at any video game.
Oh,
At
Colin,
any-
Wow.
Colin smoked my ass
Every time.
all the time.
Smash Brothers. I
His
absolutely
favorite game
destroyed.
was fucking Smash Brothers. And I'd be like, I don't want to play with you.
Colin, no.
Exactly.
No.
I would get so angry at it. Probably why I have a lot of anger issues today is because
That's why you're such a hateful person.
I was such a hateful child because I just could not mash the buttons fast enough against him. And you know, melee, fucking ledge guard, you know, he did that shit
Wave
all
dash.
the time.
Wow. What a pro player. Do you think you could have gone... Colin, I think, is someone who can play a game for 8 hours straight to, like, see himself get better. Do you think he, like, could go pro? Do speedruns?
Apparently, like, his friends on Terra told him that he should go pro.
What does pro and Terra mean?
Well, I mean,
You
not
know, you
like
get money
pro
from
at
someone
Terra,
else.
but they like play other games with him, like
Oh.
PUBG or other FPSs, and be like, "Wow, Colin, you're pretty
Colin
good."
does carry some PUBG sometimes.
And he does have the determination to sit there and play games for a long time, for an extended period of time, where we get fucking tired after about 2 hours. We're just like, I want to fucking strangle all of you right now.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to do one more? You want to go to Swamp Town?
I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out.
We
What
love
was
you,
really
Colin.
tiring is
We love
raiding with the people.
Oh.
Okay, so
That made me want
Okay,
to die.
Warcraft's a shit game.
okay. Hear me out.
Okay,
When,
great.
when Battle for Azeroth or Classic releases, if either of you want to purchase it,
Oh,
Okay,
what
wow.
we're gonna do
Okay,
is
you're
you're
like
gonna
a religion.
$80.
when you buy it, we're going to use our level 110 boosts on Horde characters on a separate realm where we can find our own guild of good people and play the game how it normally is.
What defines a good person in WoW? Like, just other than
Your
doing
own-
damage.
Your only
You just do
experience
damage.
with raiding in WoW is with pickup groups, which has
LFR.
no... Yeah,
Looking for a
LFR,
group, looking for a group.
just random people trying to get together with one purpose of just killing something, but they don't give a shit about anybody else there.
Yep.
And then with 45 to 50-year-old older men and women trying their best.
Understand what is going on.
Exactly.
Oh, the
And we
bad-
brought them into raiding at the hardest raid of the expansion, by far, and expected them to perform. to perform.
Well, we did
And which we did. We did all right,
the Nighthold.
but for a little bit.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's
No,
what
I'm
he's
talking about Tomb of Sargeras.
Well, we tried Heroic Nighthold.
Yeah, and that was a fucking shit show.
we got
I'll tell
like
you
a
what.
boss in.
There's a big purple bean. You don't want to touch it. Dog dead again. Why?
Fucking
I think the worst part
the
about
cakes.
all that
Eat the fucking cakes.
I thought the most aggravating part was when we'd be in front of a new boss. We'd take 20 minutes to explain it to the older people, and then at the end they'd be like, I don't understand.
Like, we just need to practice this. Like, just go one time.
Yeah, that's always better.
I just got on my Switch and started playing Breath of the Wild during those times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would just sit there, I think, play a game of Hearthstone or something on my phone.
Sometimes I would take off my headset and I would set it down.
I don't really blame you.
For like 10 minutes.
If you're doing progression raids in any sort of MMO, you have to explain the strategies beforehand unless everybody does their research, which the odds of that are low.
Didn't we one-shot Goroth?
Wasn't Goroth the easiest boss in
That
the
was-
entire
yes,
fucking world?
yes.
And I think that was one where we did say, hey, please research it before the raid comes out.
Exactly.
I didn't do any researching.
Well, because it's for babies.
It was. All I had to do was stand. I'm
You
DPS.
have,
All I had to do was
you
stand
have
there.
the reaction time to look at something and realize it's bad really quickly, whereas they're kind of like, well, what is this? What is that? What's the mechanic behind it? They always question themselves, whereas you're just like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
I act before thinking.
What they
Exactly.
do. Yeah. Whenever the boss is casting something, they always say it, and then everyone fucking freaks out.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Kill me!
We had you're only thinking about the bad times too. We had a lot of great times.
Oh,
we have great times.
We had good
Yeah,
times.
we did.
Name
We had times where we
one.
just
Remember
flew
that
through the
Arcway
dungeon.
run we were doing? It was like a +8 with
Oh,
them,
that was-
and
oh
we got
my
to
God.
the point of going fucking insane. That
That
it was
was
so
a
funny.
good time.
Did you not enjoy it? I think that was
Wasn't
the
it the one where the
positive
enemies
experience.
exploded when they died?
Yeah, I think so. It was terrible. It was the worst. It was hell on earth. is
We
what
died
it
like
was.
30 fucking times.
It was teaming and explosive or something like that.
I'm
And then someone would pull something that we weren't prepared for, and it's like it's a fucking wipe. It's a fucking wipe every
will
time.
tell
It's
you that
terrible.
when you get into a hive-minded people where the people are at the same skill level as you, it is a lot more enjoyable.
There were raid groups we put together that were really good, and we blew through a couple bosses.
Yeah. Well, that's because you make the requirements, you know,
So we're like,
through the
oh,
roof.
my MMO is 900, but we're only taking
Instead of-
915s.
We had the mentality of
Mr.
anybody who
Racist.
wants to try can join.
That's the wrong way to do it. And fucking, what was that guy's name?
Trammy.
He
was doing like 300k.
This fucking druid in our raid group. Probably one of the luckiest son of bitches alive. Just the fact that he managed to dodge everything out of pure luck.
I've never seen.
But man, was he a terrible player. Trammy, if you're listening to this podcast, you can go fuck yourself.
We carried you through that, you know it.
If there's a bridge near you, jump off it. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'd say my net opinion on World of Warcraft is like a solid 5.
You think so?
Five.
There's been
Out of 5?
tons. No, out of 10.
Oh.
5 out of 100.
Oh, jeez.
There were plenty of times where I'm just like, fuck this. And it's like, whenever we start new characters or attempt to like grind, it's just like, it's hour 2, and I'm like, I would love to stop. It's just the same shit for hours.
Well, especially when we
and
grind
hours
dungeons and we
and
get
hours.
Dark Heart Keep like 10
Thicket.
times. No, whatever Wrath of the Lich King dungeon that is.
Upguard Pinnacle?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Upguard Keep?
Oh,
Dark
yeah.
Keep,
I'd
yeah.
rather get colon cancer than fucking get Upguard Pinnacle.
We do that like 10 times in a row.
Yeah, but now that leveling's the worst, I can't
mean,
imagine how
they're-
much fun I'll have in the next expansion.
Wow.
I
They're
fucking can't wait. Fucking start the clock, everybody.
Countdown to Battle for Azeroth.
God, worst game ever.
every
Terrible.
single time we get both of you in the same room, it eventually leads to WoW is literal shit cancer.
I mean, the reason I cancel my subscription is there's just nothing to do.
Well, yeah.
Nothing to do.
You reached the point in which you were satisfied with your like progression and you didn't have a purpose anymore. That'll change when the new expansion unlocks.
When I
Okay,
paid
wow.
$80 for the new
Is Blizzard
expansion.
paying you?
Dude, WoW's always had a little soft spot in my heart. Played it since I was fucking 6, alright? I'm 20 years old now.
I'm a big boy.
That's a lot of WoW.
I guess
A
so.
lot of while. I would have got sick of it way back.
I remember showing Vanilla to some of my elementary school friends on my little CRT monitor, my E-machine that ran the game at like 10 FPS, and like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. I was like, damn right it
Who were
is.
those? Did you go to school in an insane asylum?
No, I went to the same elementary school you did, dumbass.
Oh.
You were that friend.
I wasn't his friend in elementary school.
No.
8th grade, dude. Not even 7th grade. 8th grade.
Yeah.
Wowza.
I remember like at the end of 7th grade, I was part of the golf team both years of middle school back when I peaked.
Wow, your wiener's big.
And at the end of 7th grade, I remember you coming up to me. This was like the first interaction I've ever had with you. You're like, hey man, how's the golf team? is it a fun experience? And I was like, yeah, dude, just try out. You'll probably make it. You gotta be really bad. Of course, I'm making myself sound cool and you like a dumbass, but yeah, man, you just gotta do it. Basically, that was our first conversation. You were like, I'm thinking about joining it next year. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll see you there.
Really? That's
Yes,
how it went?
that happened.
There was something.
Totally happened.
Like, how the fuck did we talk to each other right then? Why were you
What do you
talking
mean?
to
You
me then?
came to me.
He said you
Because you
approached
knew
him.
I was in the golf team and you were interested in being in the golf team.
Oh.
I don't remember that at all. But I believe you.
I remember it distinctively.
Wow.
And then you joined next year and you got a full taste of what the golf team was.
Yeah. The dirty, disgusting taint is what it was.
Okay, well, the golf team in 8th grade was nothing like it was 7th grade. 8th grade, we just sat in the fucking auditorium between the two gyms and twiddled
Yeah.
our thumbs for an hour.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
That sounds like a great time.
I mean, that's how we
We
learned.
really went fucking stir crazy.
You literally just
Yeah.
sit there and do nothing.
Imagine sitting in a room like this for an hour.
Okay,
This
well, we've
big?
been here an hour and 2 minutes.
Wow, really?
Oh.
Time's flown by.
Nice.
I need 2 more fucking hours.
3-hour episodes, let me tell you what. But anyways.
Shout out to my buddy Corey for teaching me how to touch my penis. 8th grade golf team.
Yeah.
He's
you,
like,
you learned a lot of stuff in
this
8th grade
is
golf
a
team.
new great thing coming out. It's called masturbatories. And I was like, really? How do you do it? And he's like, you waggle it back and forth. And I was like, wow. That night, went to the shower. That was probably the best splooge I've ever had. in my entire life. The first time.
Hey, wait,
the
from
best.
here on out, you've been chasing that high. That's why I'm a chronic.
Well, I mean,
It happened, and I almost lost my stance. I almost fell to the ground. I almost collapsed.
I feel it's weird that you remember it so vividly.
see,
It was amazing.
I don't remember my first wank vividly, but I remember I learned it from the golf team as well because after
Because you were in the same room.
like the next fucking day in the locker room, you came back, you're like, Corey, that was fucking amazing.
Oh, you're such losers.
I was like, me being, the naive little child I was, what are you guys talking about?
What feels cool?
Yeah. And then you're like, dude, it's called masturbation. I was like, what the fuck? And it just,
Like, I was so shocked.
that's how it happened.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was a great time. David, you ever touch your pee-pee?
I haven't even seen it.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Well, okay.
I was about to say I've seen it, but then I remember that.
That's what my-
I remember that you've never seen it.
I've never seen your pee-pee. Sad days.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, okay. Wow. You know what? I'm calling the police.
I've seen your PB from 8th grade golf team.
Oh.
Don't lie.
What happened in that auditorium? I feel like they should stay under the rug.
That wasn't
It's
too
like,
bad.
Well, it all.
Any scandals? Coming out of the big boys podcast.
We had Wii golf. We were practicing.
You practice with Wii golf.
No,
This is
lying.
fabricated.
He's lying.
It was one of those moments where I was trying to show him how to swing the Wii golf club. I was naked behind him, giving him the old.
Why were you
from
naked?
behind.
Question.
Because I'm fabricating a story for the ha.
Yeah, but if you're naked, how did you come to be so?
I took my
took my
clothes
clothes
off. I was born naked. I am naked underneath these clothes.
You got naked in middle school.
This is a fabricated story. This is not real.
Why don't you tell the truth?
I don't remember
why don't
the
you
truth.
leave-
Oh, I do remember.
Do
the
remember the truth. Are you
Okay,
fucking
Why don't
kidding
you
me?
weave me a story?
truth. I don't know. Because it obviously made you confused. And it make this next story sound all that much shittier.
I was about to say you're gonna completely undermine.
Okay,
this
we were in the
story.
locker room. And of course, we're a bunch of 8th grade and 7th graders. The idea of getting naked in the shower was gross to us, so none of us really did that. And we're a fucking golf team. We don't
Of
get
course,
sweaty and
yeah.
disgusting. But a person on the golf team named Trent came up to me while I was like looking at my locker or whatever, or at someone else's locker, I don't know, and pants me, but took my underwear down with it. And of course he makes a big hullabaloo like, ah ha ha, I got his penis in my mouth now. Everyone looks, and apparently that's how he sees my peepees.
He said, "I've got your penis in my mouth now."
Again, that was a fabricated part of the story, as in he made attention to it. Like, watch this.
You don't remember what he said?
Bang. No, because
I can't remember.
I blacked out.
It was pretty. It was pretty much what I remember from it was kind of like the whole "watch this, guys," and he went and he pantsed you, took the underwear with it. Everybody turned around, of course, saw your dick. You immediately brought it back up.
Well, yeah.
Trent bolted for the urinals or the stalls, and you fucking chased after him. And there was a lot of rustling that happened afterwards. So we can conclude that we'll have gay sex with Trent. There were a lot of screams.
You want to see this dick? I'll show you this dick. Yeah, that's how it all happened.
I think you pantsed me one time and took the underwear with it.
Did
At my kitchen, at my house, yes.
And
I told you to look away because I was scared.
I blacked out again that time. I took the pants and
Do you not remember anything?
no, dude.
He was trying to give you a sign.
I guess.
Like, I'm ready for you. Let's go play some Wii golf. Wow. So you don't remember your first time, David?
No.
Come on.
I don't remember my first time.
Wow.
I just
I
remember
don't think David's actually done anything. I think he's one of them.
Dude, he's totally masturbated. Are you kidding me?
No. I don't think he has.
They say like 98% of men by the time they're like 17 masturbate at least once.
It's not 100%, is it?
Oh, that's
You think
true.
he's the 2%? It's because he went to fucking Bible school.
It's a lot of willpower.
That is.
Dude, if
you never find out about it, then it's easy.
That's what I was saying. You know, I had an ex-girlfriend in 9th grade. She was batshit crazy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. I think she told a story about how she got involved in 9th grade at that time with sexual things. And she said it was the worst thing about all that stuff was like wanting more, like after.
Wait,
like
which
something
what?
happened. Like
Which one are you
something
talking about?
We're talking about the deer.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
Gotcha.
She said it was like the worst thing that would happen is like something would happen or whatever, or you get to that stage of like 3rd base, 4th base, whatever happened. I don't know. I don't think she gave me the details, but it was like you go home and like the next day it's like you want more. So I can understand what you're saying. It's like if you don't start it, you don't know what you're missing, in a way.
Well, that's the truth. Like crippling drug addictions too.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
just try it once and
People
then
who
you're
do
like,
shoot up that,
shit, this is really good.
Shoot up that black tar heroin.
But
Black tar heroin, sex, same thing. The church says.
David,
the same
we give you
time.
an obligatory pass on the podcast to go wank one out right now. You've never done.
Oh wow, that would be
before.
amazing. We'd do it live. We'd follow you with
What the
microphone.
heck?
Oh
That'd
my,
be
no, that'd be
weird.
fucking
What are you doing?
disgusting.
I don't think they'd allow that on any form of podcast hosting.
Yeah,
stuff.
apparently we were looking up over dinner the ways of putting a podcast on iTunes. Apparently you don't have to pay for it, but like
Oh.
iTunes has to review your entire podcast, which can take up to 10 days
10 whole days
for them to
Not
like
that much.
consider your podcast like worthy of their
It's
platform.
not all that long. We
So,
waited however long for Twitch affiliate or whatever.
well, yeah.
We wait all the time.
Life's a game of waiting.
I have no idea what the details are on Spotify. No idea practically anything else.
I
You just go and hit the upload button.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure
Create-
SoundCloud's like that. You just create a SoundCloud and upload whatever the fuck you want.
SoundCloud's
SoundCloud's-
probably literally anything.
SoundCloud's fucking cancer. I've never been.
Some people like SoundCloud.
Name one.
People who made it.
Okay. I can't
Case
disagree.
and point.
I cannot disagree.
Well, I mean, there was your brother's friend that made that flip flop
That was the only song I've ever
on SoundCloud that apparently did moderately okay in terms of a new hot single on SoundCloud.
I don't even know
New
how the
hot
community of SoundCloud works. Do you like and favorite? Is just like you download different?
I think it's based
SoundCloud
off views. And
Views.
Listens.
Okay.
yeah, probably listens.
Hears.
Listen lengths.
I guess.
I have no idea.
My dad, whenever he
Your dad uses SoundCloud?
no, this was back 10 years ago when
10 years ago.
the first iPods kind of came out, and he had one. And the way you remember, did you ever go to LimeWire?
No.
Lime. No, never.
was
That was
he-
just the place to legally download your music.
Yeah. So he would go on there, or I guess whatever, and some of the sound, like you search a song, and there was like 10 different ones. And it's like some of them were like people playing the song into a microphone, and it sounded like shit cancer. Other ones were like the live version where someone would hold up a microphone in the fucking audience. It was so terrible. But I remember he had a song on there that was sung on South Park. Like the devil sang in it or something. I'd be like, Daddy, play that song again. And he's like, okay. I replayed it now. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I replayed it now and I'm like, what the hell?
Didn't your dad also used to buy like a...
Your dad a drug addict?
Of like... You said that he would like go to like the shady side of town and like buy a bunch of DVD movies where it was just a guy filming the screen the entire time. And that's how you guys watch movies when you were kids?
There was only one movie that comes
sad.
to mind, and that was Spider-Man 3. Because apparently some Mexicans were going around our neighborhood just like, I don't even know. They were just like handing out DVDs. They're like, hey, this is Spider-Man 3 for like $5. And you play it, and it's like the shittiest fucking... Someone holding the camera, terribly, might I add. But part of the screen's not even in the frame of the camera. And, people are walking in front of it and stuff, and it's like the color is terrible. Mm-hmm. It's like almost black and white. Mm-hmm. It's cancer. That's how I saw Spider-Man 3.
Well,
I never saw Spider-Man 3.
I haven't seen any Spider-Man.
I stopped at 2.
I like Spider-Man 3. I like Venom, because I remember a video game I used to have, the old Spider-Man game, that had Venom in it.
Making a new movie about Venom?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, called Venom.
Yeah.
Wow,
crazy. They're really getting up
Full
there
circle.
with their titles.
Yeah. Well, it might be called Venom. It might not be.
I don't know. Venom, I think, is he's up there with my, like, top villains of all time.
Really?
Venom.
Mm.
I liked his idea, and I liked
Doubt.
what he stood for.
What did he stand for?
Well, like, his character is, like, he's, like, an anti-Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
I don't know,
He literally just
like,
copies somebody else.
He's literally somebody else. And he's your favorite? So Spider-Man
he has his own personality. It's not really a him. I don't know. There's different... The way...
It's a guy suit, though.
Yeah. So?
It's a guy.
I mean, a girl could have worn it as well.
Then you would have saw the
You would have
movies.
seen the figure.
The hourglass figure.
Look, I don't know. I think Venom is just cool. I think he just looks cool.
Hmm.
And that's all I need to form a list of top 10s, and Venom is up there.
Well, Carnage.
Carnage, also cool. Almost the same idea.
Almost literally the same thing.
But I've never seen anything about Carnage other than, like, one
I just know that he
picture.
exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really remember anything about Carnage.
Hmm.
I think it's cool, maybe. I was listening to something, or I think I read something, or something happened, where there's this, like, hypothesis that Flash, whatever,
Okay.
he's able to run so fast, he's able to, like, go back in time.
Oh, yeah. That's
And,
the thing. Like Superman.
Yeah. He went back in time and saved, I guess, his storyline. I really don't know.
He
anything
became
about
the flash of lightning that gave him his power.
No.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm talking about something else.
Okay, but...
He went back in time and saved his mother from being assassinated or killed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that by itself, like, changed the way
History.
all other superheroes, like, were. Like, Batman in that storyline was actually Bruce Wayne's father. That his son got killed or something like that.
Mm.
It's like everything was changed.
Everything
really
changed.
Different. Yeah. I was like,
It's
wow.
like that story of the guy going back in time hunting dinosaurs, steps on a butterfly.
Yeah, the
And
butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know what? Today is just RNG. The chance that you, Alec, and I are sitting here in this room with the lights on the way they are, that lamp being right there, the stars being where they are now, it's all just RNG.
So you're
Deep.
don't
saying
think
that
it's very
life
deep.
is a simulation?
I mean, you've said that before multiple times.
Yeah,
and
I
Alec has said you're stupid multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push my agenda.
Because RNG, you could just say things are random. RNG implies
The
a
way
random
people
number
act is
generator.
random.
RNG is just the short.
What's your book
it's
called?
more fun
Eliminating
to-
the Random?
Oh, no, it's minimizing the
Minimizing the random.
Yeah, because if you minimize the randomness, is it truly random?
I don't think that was the premise of the book.
I don't remember. This was like a couple
It was
weeks
during
ago.
a PUBG match.
The time where I'm at my smartest.
You're the
it
most
was,
high functioning.
it was like skill or whatever, and like money and being successful is just like minimizing randomness, where you can control things. Something like that. Or like that was the idea of power, maybe, is like minimize
It beats
the
me.
random. It was a bunch of bullshit, really.
Yeah. This is when we conclude the podcast and start our careers as authors.
Yep.
Yeah.
My memoir will be 3 pages. It'll be I masturbated in 8th grade.
Pretty big font. Or a very small book.
Yep. That's just a little. It's like an airline pamphlet, really.
Oh, okay.
It's snuck in there.
You put it in there after you start the plane.
Exactly. It's like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's fucking this crazy psychopath's memoir.
All right. Well, we've only gotten through 2 of the 19 questions that you have.
See, you said this was going to be so difficult. How are we going to
Okay, David and I both agreed that we'd get through all 19 questions in like 15 minutes.
Here we are.
We could have.
We could
Of
have
course we
just
could have.
fired them off. When's the first time you masturbated? 8th grade. When's the first time you had a gaming experience with my dad about 10 years ago? When's the first? Yeah.
What's in?
Well, we've answered 2. Oh, so we've only answered 2.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about Iron Tower.
Oh, that was a topic. See, I don't have the Google Doc. We're very formal on the podcast.
Well, it says Iron Tower, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm glad
And
it
it came
I'm
up.
glad-
It came up naturally.
I'm glad
Yeah.
it came up.
I don't
I'd
even.
say most of our conversations have been natural. You want to talk about Bitcoin, David?
The fact that Bitcoin is not
Not
as high as it
good.
used to. You say in your question, why haven't I invested in Bitcoin yet, David?
Yes.
I don't know because I told you to multiple times if you really wanted to. You never did.
No. If anything, you said, don't do that, invest in the Bitcoin Trust, which I've never heard anything about other than what the information
Well, that
that came out of your
would
mouth.
kind of be investing in Bitcoin, but it's not getting actual Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So
here we are, not having Bitcoins.
not
But
having
we
Bitcoin.
saved money.
Well, is it further down than what it was when we originally had the conversation?
Yeah, like when I was starting getting interested in Bitcoin, it was when it fucking exploded.
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely.
But then it kept exploding.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like no.
Because we kept saying if we invested in it a week ago, we'd have doubled our money.
Well,
Which is true.
I think it was either like 12,000 and like 3 days later it was like at 18,000 or something crazy, and I was like, why didn't we invest or whatever? We could have gotten a lot of money or something like that. And then, but hindsight's always 20/20. I'm glad I did not put a single cent in Bitcoin. Because here we are.
You
Probably
could
for
have
the
put
better.
sin in Bitcoin and then sold it when it was still high. And then you'd be saying, I'm so glad I invested in Bitcoin.
I don't think you can even purchase a Bitcoin with 1 cent.
What?
There's probably a minimum amount you have to
Yeah.
donate to the
Oh.
Bitcoin Foundation.
Donate.
Based on donations.
Not buying, donating.
I don't know. I personally was never a big fan of cryptocurrencies. I think you're the one who's the most infatuated.
It just
three of
makes
us will.
PC parts incredibly expensive.
Yeah, that is what it's done. It
That's
has
why your
driven
PC
up
was more
1080
expensive.
Ti's by $300 in some cases. It has caused Newegg to sell 6 and 8 packs of RX 580s for like almost $4,000 and just inflated prices. So then RAM companies were like, oh, graphics cards going up. Oh, it's time to bring up RAM. And then they fucking doubled those prices. So my heart goes out to anybody watching this and wanting to build a PC right now because it's in the shitter.
I guess.
Yeah.
I built one.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
the shitter.
You are
Welcome to the shitter.
I built that thing, that masterpiece of a machine.
you,
And, I regret nothing. It was a lot of money, but I regret nothing.
It was a lot of money.
The only thing that I regret, maybe, is I'm looking at my pocketbook now, my checkbook. Pocketbook?
Your bank account,
Right. And it's low.
your wallet.
it's
And I'm
low.
like, how am I going to get food? Or it's like I can't go out.
I've got $5,000 in the
It
bank.
was a
How am I
invest-
going to get food?
It was a very heavy investment
Yeah.
because you
But
made
if it's
choices
me,
to make it very
worth
good.
every penny.
That monitor, you said the 122 hertz, you're never going back.
122.
144.
144. My bad.
There you go.
Obviously, I have no idea what it is. Mine's only 16. Living the low life.
Trash. Maybe you'll masturbate.
Living the cheap life.
Shit life, I'd argue.
No.
Economic life.
Shitty.
It's not shitty. Shitty
Poor
would be not.
people
Shitty
are
would be
sad
not.
all the
Shitty would be
time.
your PC you used to have.
Yeah, that's total budget. That's buying
That's,
buying a stock desktop and throwing a graphics card in it and calling it your gaming rig.
Yeah, it was bad. It was questionably
Overheats on the daily.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that thing was a mess.
But now you can play PUBG perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically just enabling my torture, that shit over there. It's just like, I love the feeling of getting my nipples pinched at such a weird frequency that's like, oh, maybe I want more of that nipple pinching.
I don't see the
I
comparison.
don't know where I'm
Is this your way of coming out that you enjoy nipple pinching?
Yep. Surprise, surprise. My nipples are so small. You know, they're sensitive.
Yeah.
I read somewhere the nipple has the same nerve endings regardless of size. So the people with like bigger nerve or like bigger nipples have like less of a like sensation.
I don't understand the nipple stuff.
You know?
No.
Because you ever had anyone sucks your nipples?
No, and I feel like that'd be very weird. Considering I'm not a
It's
male.
not weird unless you're blindfolded. Well, I don't know. I have never had that experience before, but
Okay.
I think somebody in the room has.
Nope. I don't know.
Because I mean,
It was alright.
nipple hairs are a thing,
I feel like
right?
it depends
Yeah.
on who you're doing it with. If it's like,
Another guy, it wouldn't be nice.
If it's a corn cobber, you know,
oh jeez,
not the best.
Chewing on it.
Yep. Chewing on like last night's cud. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't hate it, you know.
It definitely didn't happen, but I didn't hate it when it happened.
Nope. When it might have happened, who's to say?
I liked it better when she used the egg-laying dildo on me.
Oh fuck!
That was
that question
more
number 19?
pleasurable.
The question reads: egg-laying dildos hyphen.
Question mark.
That's not even a hyphen. That's a dash.
Well, that
We
is
start
awesome.
our own sex toy company. How are we different? Perhaps furry fleshlights where the inside is furry, like an animal.
Yeah, but then you
Oh,
you
that
do your
sounds
business
nasty.
inside of it.
Okay.
You're out of luck. I mean, if you can't really wash that out.
You can't
Because
you
then the
can't
fur gets wet.
Yeah.
And it mats, and it's not good.
You'd get fucking carpet burn sticking your dick in there.
Carpet burns.
Dude, I don't know. Animals do it all the
I
time.
don't know
It can't
about.
be that
Well,
bad.
their insides are not covered in fur.
Oh, jeez.
Imagine. Okay, here it is. This is our fleshlight.
It's fleshy.
It's
It's called a fleshlight.
This is help.
It'd be a furry light.
That sounds great. That's our company.
Oh my
Furry
God.
Light.
Furry light.
LLC.
LLC.
Okay.
We make
Okay.
them real big.
Fleshlights, cylinders, right?
Yeah.
Ours starts out as a like
A
one-dimensional.
rectangle.
Yeah, a rectangle with one side's fur, the other side's like whatever.
And you just
And you
wrap
can-
it around your
This is
penis
for
yourself.
cleaning, so it flattens out and you can like scrub it and shit. So then you take the rectangle, you fold it up on itself, and connect the ends.
You could do that with anything. You could get a
Man.
blanket. Boom, you have a furry fleshlight.
That's not fox fur.
You could
from
get
an animal.
You could get a jacket.
We're gonna sell
you-
fleshlights
fur-
with actual fur.
Actual real
yeah.
fur.
Oh,
This
jeez,
is the
dude.
high-end shit.
People aren't gonna like us.
You know how much the furry costumes
we're gonna get
are worth?
fucking-
Yeah, but they're not real
They're not
fur.
real fur. They're faux fur.
It's fake.
They're even fucking. They're hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
People
Our
aren't pay hundreds
fleshlights
of hundreds
don't
of dollars for a small piece of rectangle with a bit of fur on it.
What's our marketing campaign gonna be like? Like, oh, we got a new brand of flashlight. Oh, cool. What differentiates it? It's got fur on the inside from actual animals
Like how's
that
bad?
stink really badly.
They don't. People have like hides and shit all over their house and stuff, and you know how expensive those are.
Yeah, they're incredibly expensive. That doesn't mean they want to stick their
You know-
penis
you
inside
know
of
how
it.
much money furry pornography reviewers have.
I imagine
Do
90.
they?
If they can buy a fucking costume, they can buy a fucking fleshlight with fur on it. They can spare
They
the
probably
$80.
already have the fleshlight.
They can spare the $180.
$100 for.
Yeah,
I'm not investing in this.
they would love it.
I'm out.
That's my name. I'm out, Howie. No deal. Yeah. I mean, we can start wrapping. How long have we been going on for?
This is coming up on an hour and 25 minutes.
We can start.
So probably about 20 minutes is usable.
No way.
Well, okay, like the first couple parts of it were us doing our stupid intros. That's probably like 5 or 6 minutes.
I mean, you just
we
cut
could just keep
David's
that.
part in.
We could just keep all of them.
I don't know about
We
that.
could just keep all of them.
It's
I don't
a
know.
voting
We'll let the
process.
people decide. Let's open up a poll.
And Wesley will vote on it.
Our social
that'll be
media manager, whatever the fuck he's called. Okay.
He's getting 25% of our revenue.
Is he? That was not the fucking agreement.
You didn't sign the contract?
No.
We signed something.
So, recent news, breaking news. The Doc has been unfaithful. That is why.
Recent news. That was a fucking month ago, David.
It's written in the Google Doc.
This was written a month ago. A month and a half.
What a fall from grace, though. Let me tell
What
you.
if we fall from grace?
Well, how would we
Don't
fall
have
from
sex
grace?
with another
How do
woman,
we
David,
recover?
or I will get angry. It's that easy. Don't have sex with another man other than me. Okay?
Okay. That's easy.
I don't know. I just the saddest part about that story is he was at the top. He was everything
Streamer of the
anyone
year.
wanted to be.
He won so many awards. But I think
threw it all away.
even if you're married, it would be so hard as a man in your prime, as a man in your peak, to just be constantly engaged with very attractive women at various conventions, to always deny them. Like, I'm not defending him, but I'm just saying, if I was put in that situation, but I don't know. I'm not married, so I don't know unconventional.
You haven't made a commitment to that person and said
so
that you want.
Before everybody called me a fucking asshole, I still think it's very shitty that he did that. But I would say that it's very hard.
I would say, as an average viewer, I'd still watch him.
Oh, I'd still watch him.
I
wouldn't support.
It doesn't affect my life.
I wouldn't sub to him. Well, I don't sub to him now.
I wouldn't sub to him anyway because I don't believe in that.
Give him any money if I did before, because I don't think he deserves income off of that anymore. But
ouch! But you can still view him.
Yeah, I mean, he said he would eventually come back to streaming, hopefully, depending on how much his family fucks up his life.
The Doc comes back as a transgender woman.
Oh my god, that would be
plot twist. I would watch him. Oh my god!
Like instead of him being unfaithful, it's him just actually that was kind of a setup for him coming back as a trans woman.
Mm-hmm. He has bipolar disease, and he had sexual intercourse with his other female persona.
No.
Wow.
That's okay. You lost me.
Get the pencils out and write the fan fiction.
No, I don't want to. I don't feel like it.
We don't have to go through all these fucking questions today.
I don't know. It's getting really sweaty in here.
You have a fucking jacket.
I understand. It's not gonna. It's not gonna help.
Look, I'm more than fine.
I'm also not sweating.
Some would say you're fat and grotesque.
Some would say you didn't eat a bit too much of Johnny Rockets. A bit too many trips to the greasy food restaurant.
Why is grease so good?
I don't know.
It's delicious.
What is it about saturated fats that taste so good?
Well, from a biochemical standpoint, like one molecule of fat or whatever, is worth so much more energy to our body than sugar. Even though sugar does taste delicious, just like fat has so much more energy packed into it.
And that's why we're instinctively drawn to it.
I don't know, maybe.
It also tastes good.
It does taste good.
I bet I could fucking lick butter and I'd like it.
No.
Cold butter.
We've got butter in the fridge.
I don't think so.
Butter.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have butter.
I thought we had butter.
We don't have butter.
Well, there's like some Blue Bonnet pancake butter in there or something. That's like full sticks.
That's not for direct consumption. That's for pancakes only. I respect the game. Okay?
Well,
I'm gonna lick butter,
it's
but
not
I'm
open.
the
It's never
pancake
going to
butter.
be opened.
It's been in there since fucking day one.
Yeah, and it's not been opened.
Like the pasta I had today, that was from day one.
Oh, nice.
It tasted okay. Wasn't the best.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, we're coming on an hour and a half.
Look, I guess it's good.
I think.
I don't know. I think that's basically how
Think so?
things are.
Okay, well, this is our first time doing this.
Cut to not an hour 30, maybe.
I don't know. Are we gonna edit anything out?
Maybe
this
some parts.
meta talk right here.
I feel like
All the parts where we talk, yeah,
I feel like all the editing
random
out is
stuff.
going to be like 10 minutes of stuff being cut out.
Okay. Well, David, sign us off.
I didn't practice this.
Everybody practice their sign-offs.
Yeah, just like the intros, we choose sign off, we choose the best one.
Okay, I'll go first.
Make it unique.
Okay, let me think. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Bid Boys.
Oh, you already
Watching.
Wow, I don't think it's a Bid
Do you
Boys.
see-
You said Big Boys, yeah.
Bid Boys.
Babe, you watch
Shut
Big
the fuck
Boys.
up.
Again.
Shut up.
Restart.
Shut up.
Quiet on set.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Big Boys.
This isn't fucking Doobie and
Look,
Fitz,
just
dude.
say
I'm choking the big
say
one.
the words. And let's get out of here.
I'm
Okay.
ready to go back to the World of Warcraft, alright?
Okay. Big Boys Podcast. You listen to it, maybe. Thanks. I appreciate that. This is David, Alec, and Will signing off. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, all right.
Goodbye.
That wasn't terrible.
Alex gonna do so much better.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
You have a practice round.
Put
and then you
me
do the
on
actual
the
thing.
hot seat. I would just say something like, well, that brings us to the end of our adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the marvelous ride about religion, penises, World of Warcraft, the Iron Tower, and all else miscellaneous that we talked about. Tune in next time. Don't know when that next time is going to be, but make sure to check out our Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter profiles. Follow us at Big Boys Podcast. We won't make a lot of tweets, but maybe we will.
Probably will never tweet.
We may in the future get some guests on, but we appreciate you watching.
Follow us on LinkedIn.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
And David?
David, he's our boy. He's our prodigal.
Shut the fuck up. No, he's not.
That's rude.
Did you hear how good I just said that stuff?
Bye. If you made it this far to the end, congratulations. But this is the end of the podcast. I'm sorry to break it off now. It's been great fun having you here. Please show up next time.
Please.
Goodbye.
Wow.
All right.
How great. Episode 1. Season 1.
Stop.